Hey guys, welcome back to my channel with the new name of Reading and Retail. I'm Crystal, nice to meet you. So tonight I thought we would do just a really comfy video. I saw, let me get her name straight, Ravenbellebooks. She did a tag that's called Book Habits Book Tag. So that's what we're gonna do tonight. I am still working on my background here. These are all my TBRs. If you're new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. Hope you subscribe, hit that bell button please. I've added 2 bookshelves, 2 book cubes, and today behind me, I don't wanna knock anything over, bought 3 more. So with that said, let's go ahead and get into it. Got my questions here if you see me looking down. Okay, question number 1. Do you have a certain place at home for reading? Yes, I do. You are looking at it. Let me set that right here. This is, I know this is not the correct name for it. This is my moon chair. There's a fancier name. I don't remember what it is. But this is my moon chair that my husband got me for Christmas. So this is where I like to do all my reading. I do a lot of my reading in my bed before I go to sleep. I do a lot of reading in my car. Sometimes on lunch, I like to go out and read. Okay. Question number 2, bookmark or random piece of paper? I actually have a bookmark, and another thing that I do as well is I like to put a sticky note in my book from the start of where I'm starting, and then when I'm done reading for that day, I can see my progress. I'm trying to get better at reading. It's really hard. I'm still one of the essential workers that has to go to work. So doing that and then doing normal daily homely things and YouTube, it's kind of hard to read as much as I would like to, but I'm trying to get better. That's all we can do, trying to get better. All right, question number 3. Can you just stop reading, or do you have to stop after a chapter or a certain amount of pages? It kind of goes along with the last question because I kind of just read when I can. So therefore, sometimes I have to stop because I just may have to just stop for whatever reason, help somebody go back to work, lunch break is over, just whatever the situation is. Now, when I'm at home, I do like to stop at the end of a chapter. Okay. Number 4, do you eat or drink while reading? I am a heavy coffee drinker. Just putting that out there. I like my coffee in the morning. I like my coffee in the middle of the night. Right now it is almost 11 p.m. and guess what? Got my coffee. I do drink while I read. I do not eat while I read. It's too hard. I have soft back and hard back. It's too hard for me to hold the pages and then try to eat. It's just an awkward thing. So no, I don't do that. Now, if I did read on a Kindle or, you know, a tablet or something like that, I could manage it, but typically I don't like to eat and read, so no, I don't. Multitasking, music or TV while reading. Sometimes I listen to reading music if I'm trying to drown someone out, if it's really noisy in the house. And I'm trying to read, I will put on reading music. A lot of the time my husband is either watching TV or he's playing the PlayStation. I may put on reading music. But as far as a movie, no, I don't watch a movie and read. No, I do not. Okay, question 6. One book at a time or several at once? I do one book at a time. I've never read more than one book at a time. That's not to say that I won't ever try that. I thought about it. I thought maybe that if I would read more than one book at a time, maybe I can get through my TBR faster. But typically I just read one book at a time. That way I can concentrate. I can keep up with the characters. I can keep up with the timelines. It's probably just best for me to read one at a time. The next question is reading at home or everywhere? I kind of already answered that. I normally read at home. If I read someplace else, it's normally on a lunch or it's on a 15-minute break or something like that. But lately, even on my lunch, it's bad to say, but I've been watching a lot of YouTube lately. Or sometimes I'll just watch Netflix, but I've been kind of shying away from reading outside my home. The next question is reading out loud or silently in your head? I don't read out loud. I read silently in my head. The only thing that I read out loud is I do videos called 60-second stories. And basically what I do is I choose a book. In the video, it's only literally 60 seconds. I choose a book, I show the front, the side, the end cover of the book, and I basically read the story. That way if someone ever sees that book and they wonder what it's about, and I have a 60-second video on it, they can pretty much sum it up in 60 seconds. Put that back. Okay, next question is, do you read ahead or even skip pages? I do not read ahead and I do not skip pages. Now there are some books, if I get into a book that's just huge, maybe 400 or 500 pages, and say for instance, they're talking about a memory, and maybe 30 pages before they had already spoke of that memory, and it's repetitive, I'll kind of skim through it to see if that's the same thing that they were talking about before. Yeah, in that case, I will skim through it. Or if I have one book over that I did not finish over there on my did not finish shelf / finished. Oh, as a matter of fact, I'm sorry, it's right down there. That book was so repetitive. It repeated the same stuff over and over and over. I would be in one chapter, make it maybe 3 or 4 chapters later, and they'd be talking about the same thing. And finally, I shelved it. I was like, no, I can't do this. So I don't skip pages because I'm afraid I'll miss something important that I needed to know about. Number 10. Breaking the spine or keeping it like new. I am a person that I love. Here's this book again. I guess it's because it's behind me. I like books that they look like they're brand new and they've never had an owner. Majority of my books come from the Dollar Tree, thrift books. I've been watching a lot of videos today about Book Outlet. I may venture out there because some people are pulling me into that. I'm pretty close to ordering, so I think I may do that. But every book has to be new or like new. Now I did get, let me find it, okay. I did buy these. I showed these on my TBR list. This is a set of 3. Two of the three I was able to buy brand new. The third one, which is this one right here, in order to complete the set, I had to buy it. And as you can see, it's very broken. This does irritate me. If I didn't need this to complete my set, I would not have purchased it. Oh, last question. We're done here. Do you write in your books? I never write in my books. I never doodle in my books. I never make notes in my books. Did I say highlight? I don't remember. I don't highlight in my books. There's just something about people that write in their books. It's just not me. If you want to do that, that's fine. It's just not me. I've never done it. I don't like when people write their name on the outside here. It just drives me nuts. And my worst thing that I hate of all, and it's not even a question on here, give you a bonus. I hate when people, how do they say it? Dog ear it. I think that's the correct term. They fold their pages down. Oh, I cannot stand it. Oh, it's just horrible to me. But anyway, the answer is no, I don't. I love my books in pristine shape, and I've always been that way. So there you have it. This has been that tag. I had fun. I will link, hold on, I'm gonna read it again because I don't like messing people's names up. Ravenbellebooks. I will link her video down below. I know she's a new YouTuber like myself, so you can tell her I sent you over there to look at it. She's fun. I did subscribe to her. I subscribe to everybody. If you're nice to me, I'm nice to you. I don't feel like, I hate to bring this up, but I had one person tell me, well, you're begging for subs. I'm not begging for subs. This is a hobby for me. This is just something that I like to do. I'm not begging for subs. I like people. I want to talk to you. I want to read with you. I want to talk to you about books. That's it. I'm not begging for anything. All right, guys, that is it. Once again, I thank you, and I hope everybody has a wonderful night.